Back at last year's Brecon Jazz Festival for one last visit now on BBC4, and Julian Joseph meets some movers and shakers from the world of fusion jazz.
Was born in the multicultural melting pot of New Orleans. Now an international music, it's grown through its ability to absorb the best elements of music from around the globe. And the best place to hear some great world jazz is here at the Brecon Jazz Festival. Coming up in tonight's program, we've got some irresistible reggae rhythms, hot Latin beats, and fantastic flamenco. Something for everyone.
My boy lollipop, you make my heart go giddy up.
If you like some Caribbean flavor in your musical menu, then Jazz Jamaica certainly won't disappoint. Latin lovers will enjoy the very South American sound of Roberto Pla's Latin Jazz Orchestra. And flamenco virtuoso Eduardo Niebla adds his unique Mediterranean mix.
The thing I find unique about Brecon Jazz is that everyone can come along, everyone can listen to it, get something for themselves out of it.
Festivals like this break down the boundaries between the different kinds of musics, elements of world music creeping in, and it opens the door so that music becomes widely more acceptable.
The artists they get here and the range of jazz that's here, we get the best in Britain and the best from overseas as well.
One of the pioneers of Latin jazz in the UK is Roberto Pla, and he brings his fiery Latin jazz band to this year's festival. Roberto Pla grew up in Barranquilla on Colombia's northern Atlantic coast, an area rich in music and folklore, and he developed a passion for percussion at an early age.
I studied with the top percussionist in my hometown, Pompilio Rodriguez. He used to be the timbal player with the Pacho Galán Orchestra, the king of the Merecumbe, and I was very lucky to have a nice relationship with him, and he taught me a lot of stuff.
And at that time, had you already decided to be a musician? Did you know that that was your path?
No, I was definitely mad with music.
Mad about it?
I love it. I just love it.
How much jazz were you exposed to?
Not much. There was a small jazz scene in Barranquilla, which I was very much admired of. But when I heard Tito Rodriguez Orchestra and Ray Santos taking a tenor solo, it changed my life forever.
Roberto's desire to combine the music of his native Colombia with the jazz sounds which so excited him sent him on a journey that has taken him to America, UK, where he arrived in 1978. He settled down to become one of the UK's first Latin American band leaders, and though far from home, he was never short of musicians keen to play his blend of Latin jazz music.
I'm so lucky to live in London, in England, basically. One of the cultural capitals of the world. There's so much talent there, it's unbelievable.
Right.
So this is home for me now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got here, the Latin Jazz Band. How long have you been together?
That's an interesting question. We've been together for quite a few years.
Right.
A especially some of the guys in the band. We've been playing together for over 20 years.
Right.
Most of them are European, mainly British, but they're very good musicians. So they are on top of the beat, no problem.
Yeah.
Not everybody can play it, but those guys definitely can play it. In our band written, some of the music is improvised. We can play the same tune 20 times, and 20 times will be different.
Right.
The introduction will be the same one, and the ending will be the same one. But what happened in the middle will be
completely different.
The solo you're taking place, I love that bit.
Played at Brecon before?
Yes, I have indeed, yes.
And
at least 3 or 4 times. And always it's a pleasure to come back because it's where music happening, it's liveness.
Yeah.
We have to support all these things. It's a lot of technology. Some people are getting the benefit of that.
Right.
But a lot of musicians are at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because technology put them at home, That's why I have a big sound, because I love the live sound, a lot of brass and all that, we had to keep that music alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Roberto Pla, a Roberto Chacon, la voz de la tipa,